Okay, hi. With this video, I will show how you can disassemble your Xbox in order to see if the power connector is connected and all that. I apologize for the poor video quality, but I'm no video creator, so I'm just using a primitive setup here with my webcam. But you should be able to get the basic idea. You will need two screwdrivers for this, or bits. The first one is this T20 type of bit. It's this like a star. Uh, it resembles a star. I'm sorry, this doesn't focus very well, but anyway, it's not a typical screwdriver, but it's widely available. So this is for the external screws. So first of all, you turn your Xbox around. Okay, and there are four screws. There are four screws, one in each corner, and there are two more, one underneath these two labels. This is the big label. It says Xbox Video Game System. On its left side there's a screw and another one on the sticker with the serial number. Okay, I have removed most of the screws just to save some time, but I'll show you. Let's say let's take this this fit here. I think so you can lift it with your finger, or sorry, this is becoming a problem. Hold on, let me pause for a second. Okay, I've tried to stabilize my webcam. So you should be able to lift this with your finger, or you can use a flathead screwdriver or some other means to just put it underneath and lift it. You can, don't worry if you completely remove it. It has some sticky tape underneath, and you can put some other tape and it will stick again. Not a big problem. So I'm using a power drill for this. So basically remove it, and also this one here. You flip it over, and if you take the cover from its edge here, this is the bottom where the air yeah, this underneath these fins, you should just lift it and it should come off fairly easily. Now inside there's a maximum of 3 screws. These systems, because they're old and many people have been inside, you may not always find these screws, but if there are any, there will be no more than 3. One is here, the other one is here, so this is on the left and right of the DVD tray. Okay, for that you need the T10 screwdriver, and also there may be one screw underneath this flat cable. So basically it's fairly easy. You just pull it towards you, lift it, take the screw off. Now with this, both trays are free. What you're interested in is to remove the hard drive tray. So first you take off this power connector. You can use a flathead screwdriver, help you a little bit, or long nose pliers. I have chubby fingers, so it's difficult for me to do this, so I need some kind of help, but it should come up relatively easy. Then you take the cable off, and then you pull this flat ribbon cable away as well. you lift the driver, you take it away, and the power connector is this one, right next to the DVD drive. The PCB, the board on the right hand side of the Xbox is the main power supply. From there you will see a few cables going away into the main motherboard, and this is the connector we're interested in, this white rectangular piece. You want to make sure it's firmly inserted into its socket. If one side is lifted, or I don't know, if something is broken, then okay, that's the problem. If it's not easy for you to access it, you can take away this DVD tray as well, but I don't think you will need to. It should be fairly obvious if there's a problem here, and that's all we're interested in. Now, how you put the system back together. Actually, this can be more challenging than taking it apart, as always. you need to pay attention to these legs, okay? And there are the corresponding sockets, I would say, into the chassis, and you need to make sure they get in there. Because it's not going to be the problem if you don't do this correctly is that the case will not get back together properly, but you will understand. So this is firmly on its base. You can tell it's not it's straight, it's not wobbly, and the feel is right, so you will understand. Now you take the hard drive tray back, you take this cable, there are some zip ties along the way. The bottom zip tie stays down, and you want to put the cable into this slot, let's say. Okay. And then it should also sit into its own fit. You pay attention on this one, it goes into the into the slot of the DVD drive, so it's also flush with each other. And now you take this around and you push it in. Make sure you hear the click. It sits nicely. There's only one way to put it right. You cannot, don't worry, but you should see you cannot see, this is not a perfect rectangular connector. There are some cuts here and here, so it doesn't, you can't put it in the wrong way in. If it goes in, it means it's okay. Okay, right. Now the same goes for the data connector. You see there's this is not flat, this side is flat, this is not flat, so there's this guide here, and there's only one way you can connect this. Okay. And then if you want, you can put the screws, these little screws, back into their position. Again, it's one on the left side of the DVD drive, one on the left side of the DVD drive, and one underneath this ribbon cable. If I have the screws, I put them back. If I don't, that's okay. It's not a big issue. I'll just put one here. Save some time from the video and do it later. and then the top cover should slide in fairly simple, and that's it. Then you turn it over again, you put the screws back in, the long screws back in, and you're good to go. Okay, thanks.